From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm Ray Kouguell reporting. Millions march in France against terrorism. Close to 4 million people from every race and religion filled the streets of Paris and other French cities Sunday in solidarity with the 17 people killed in last week's terrorist attacks in Paris. French officials say it was the largest street demonstration in the country's history. More than 40 world leaders joined French President François Hollande in linking arms for a walk through Paris. They included Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, and Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. 12 people were massacred last week at the offices of Charlie Hebdo, a satirical magazine known for poking fun at all religions, including Islam. 2 Islamic militant brothers carried out the attack. They were later ambushed and killed by French police on Friday. Another terrorist gunman murdered 4 hostages at a kosher supermarket in Paris Friday before he was killed when police stormed the building. French police are continuing to search for Hayat Boumediene in connection with the attacks. She is described as armed and dangerous. The U.S. will host a summit in Washington next month on preventing violent extremism. U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder announced the February 18th meeting from Paris Sunday.
We bring together all of our allies to discuss ways in which we can counteract this violent extremism that exists around the world.
Attorney General Holder was attending an emergency conference on terrorism in the wake of the terror spree in France last week. The White House says the meeting in Washington will highlight best practices and emerging efforts from several U.S. communities that are carrying out pilot programs to address extremism. This is VOA News. 2 explosions ripped through a market in northeastern Nigeria Sunday. It's the second attack in as many days using young girls strapped with explosives. The blast struck within minutes of each other at a crowded mobile phone market in the town of Potiskum in Yobe State. Security officials say at least 5 people were killed in the attack, including the 2 bombers. The blast came a day after a bomb strapped to a girl believed to be just 10 years old detonated at a crowded market in the northeastern city of Maiduguri, killing at least 19 people. There's been no claim of responsibility. Unknown gunmen shot dead a pastor during a church service Sunday in the Kenyan city of Mombasa, where police have clashed with radical Muslim youths. The killing took place just inside the entrance gates at the Maximum Revival Center in the city's Majengo section. Witnesses say police stopped the gunman from getting inside the church itself and killing more victims. The gunmen have not been identified. Indonesian authorities say they pinpointed the location of the missing flight and data recorders from Down Air Asia Flight 8501. Maritime officials say the black boxes are believed to be lodged between pieces of wreckage. Ron Corbin reports.
Officials from Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency said sonar had detected an object measuring 10 meters by 4 meters, raising hopes the aircraft's main fuselage had been located. Search teams working off the coast from the West Kalimantan town of Panggalan have sought the wreckage in water up to 30 meters deep, but are facing very low visibility due to large amounts of silt stirred up by strong currents. Saturday, crews raised the aircraft's main tail section to where the flight data recorders are stowed, but search teams say the recorders had become detached from the aircraft. Divers hope calmer waters Monday will let them find and retrieve the black boxes and fuselage. Ron Corbin for VOA News, Bangkok, Thailand.
Authorities in Pakistan say an oil tanker apparently speeding in the wrong direction struck a passenger bus head-on Sunday. At least 59 people were killed near the southern port city of Karachi. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi says his country's economy is poised to take a quantum leap forward. Mr. Modi told several world leaders Sunday at the vibrant Gujarat Business Summit that India would quickly complete economic reforms. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry was among those attending.
We share Prime Minister Modi's goal of increasing our country's annual trade 5-fold in the years ahead, and we want to expand our commercial ties and change the way our businesses talk with one another.
Secretary Kerry led the U.S. delegation to Gujarat and laid the groundwork for a visit by President Obama to India later this month. I'm Ray Kouguell in Washington.
That's the latest world news from VOA.